Well, ladies and gentlemen, the mystery of the yellow note in the mailbox has been solved, and her name is Francine. Francine is a yellow-bellied slider. Yellow-bellied sliders live in ponds. Now I have to build a pond. Which brings us, of course, to Rain When I Die by Alice in Chains for Rodriguez, Louis Vincent, and Gary and Carolyn Falzone, who were so eager to do this song that they threw some yellow-bellied slider food at Francine. Gary and Carolyn, thank you so very, very much. First, we have to take care of the tuning. Of course, it's an Alice in Chains song, so the odds of it being in standard tuning are about exactly 0. This one's in drop C sharp, which is the same thing as drop D, but everything is 1/2 step lower than that. So you will have C sharp, G sharp, another C sharp, F sharp, A sharp, and D sharp. And then we have the beginning section. It's a mess. Make a mess. Give it some of these. All right. Grab any string anywhere and kind of bend it and make some noise. This is pretty cool. You can grab a D minor chord, because that's the key of this song, sort of, and give it a huge strum. And then you can tighten those two low strings by, pinching them there above the nut there. That's fun. Just kind of absolutely do anything at all that doesn't sound any good. And then he starts saying ah, and things become a little more purposeful. I believe we have a high bendy note. Let's grab the B string 13th fret. Right, and then we have the low guitar going, but he's also going wah wah when he does that, and this is awkward. I don't own a wah, so this will be just add wah. Anyways, that's the last I'm going to say about that. You could do that in a different octave. The G string 5th fret for that bendy note, right? That's cool. Or you could do the thing we just talked about. That sounds cool there. It's the Iron Man thing. You may notice when you're tapping your foot along to this song that it kind of hiccups, it kind of trips over itself. It's in a 6 count, but it's not the 6 count we usually think of, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in a 6 count like the fixer, which is to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just practice counting along with that so you can get a feel for where things kind of start and stop. And here we go with the riff. On the A string, go 5, 3 open, and land on the E string 3rd fret. Then play the D string 3rd fret. Open E, A 3 5, E open 3 open. When you repeat it, everything is exactly the same except on the even numbered times, the 2nd and the 4th time alternating. That 3 in our last open 3 open on the E string is on the A string. So you'll be all... The guitar fill going into the chorus butts right up against the verse riff. You don't even have time to breathe. And it's going to be 2, 3 on the low string, open 5 on the A string. So you'll be all, right after you're all, 2, 3, open 5 into a B flat power chord. That's the 1st fret of the A string. But we do want to hear... So you have to bar it there on the 1st fret with your pointer finger so we can get the 1st fret of the E string, the 1st fret of the B string, and the 3rd fret of the G string, which is where your pinky should be, right? And then we want an F power chord, that's 3, 3, 3, drop D style power chord on the fat strings, up to the 5th fret. However, I do hear at least one guitar having the biggest, most ultra mega, power chord you've ever done in your life, and that is shaped this way. 3, 3, 3, 5, 6. But you can leave 5, 6 out of it, or leave 6 out of it if, that's too much for you. You'd go B flat, guitar fill, A string 3 to 5, D string 3 to open, right back into your, so. So on and so forth. After the second chorus and then the subsequent intro, you crash out into the breakdown. It's just... Alright, the counting on this part is completely crazy. You know this part? So we're going to have A shapes. That's the same fret of the D, G, and the B strings, just like you're making an A chord, but we're up here on the 10th fret. We're going to be on the 10th fret, the 12th fret, the 9th fret, and when we get down to the 7th fret, we're going to change it into an A minor shape on the 6th and 7th fret. So B6, G7, D7, and here we go. Count it like this, starting on the 10th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes probably the most zen thing you've done on the guitar in recent memory. Grab the D string 3rd fret with your middle finger and pull it off to open. The G string 2nd fret with your pointer finger and return to the D string 3rd fret, followed by the B string 3rd fret and go to the D string open. So, followed by open, open 3 on the D string, and that's it. And when you repeat the 2nd and the 4th time, that D3 becomes an A3. So they alternate. And that's it. Those are all the pieces to Rain When I Die by Alice in Chains. Gary and Carolyn, thank you so much again. You know, I kid about the throwing lettuce at Terrence and so forth, but, you know, the money that you guys give me goes to my life, and much of my life goes to, you know, helping turtles in need. Francine's previous owner, it wasn't her fault because she didn't know. I mean, you know, is that her fault? Whatever. But the point is, she'd had Francine since she was just the size of a quarter, and this poor turtle lived in a tiny aquarium for her whole life. So I've got a temporary setup for her under the carport here, and I'm going to literally build a pond for her, but I have a feel-good video for you here at the end of Francine taking probably literally the biggest swim of her life in her temporary home, eating some turtle food. So thank you all so very much for your support. Thank you for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.